All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com. We recycled. We are at the middle school gym. It is a very, very good crowd tonight. And so we are experiencing some availability as far as broadband problems. So we're now switching to the Campus Nation broadband rather than using the middle school broadband. And once again, we will attempt to be able to deliver the stream. We've sort of lowered our stream so that it works better with the lower broadband that's available. Once again, if dropout or if there's a problem with admission, we will still be recording information. Game tonight will be up on site sometime early. We are fighting issues broadband through the Wi-Fi here. Sprint.
Are we live, Rick?
And I can see our band dropping to zero occasionally during our broadcast. So the only thing I can say is, as long as we've got a connection to the CDN, hopefully we'll have saved whatever we're doing. Now we're still streaming, and the requirements are set to less so that we don't have any issues. But obviously, if a lot of people are on the Sprint network as far as their cell phones from time to time, we might have frame drops. You know, all we can do is do the best we can under the circumstances. And because they've redone the Wilmington network, which they devoted entirely to us on the big game a couple of weekends ago, they've divided it back up. And so we are competing, and sometimes our bandwidth is great, sometimes it gets slower. But we will do the best to get you the best coverage that we can at tonight's game between the East Clinton Astros and the Wilmington Hurricane. So I'm going to turn it over to the broadcast crew. And, AJ, you take it away. We'll go from there.
At 7, number Western South at 17. Number 6, Ukraine at 15-1. Number 5, Lynn Kaufman at 18-1. Number 4, Laura 3, Wilmington 19-1. Number 2, Mason 6-0, and number 1, Albania 1. Rate team 0, and yes, it's 15 for Bryce Wayne.
So there they go. Here come a Hurricane on the floor.
Yep, as we get ready for warm-ups, we're ready to down for pregame as 19-1. Hurricane looking to pick up their 20th win of the season. They've still got one more game left to play. That's on Friday night at the Coffee. On Friday, we will be over at East Clinton High School doing the East Clinton Massey game. And on Saturday, we'll have women's college basketball coming your way from Fred Frisk Arena at 2:45. And then we turn around and head back out to East Clinton on Saturday, as East Clinton will have their final game of the season against Paint Valley. That game at 7:15, the pregame starts. So we've got a busy, busy weekend of basketball coming your way only on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We had two games before this one. This one was about to tip off. Our freshman game, Wilmington beat East Clinton 44-42. A huge shout out to Isaiah Snar, who made a three-pointer that was pretty much the difference maker in that ball game. Michael Snar's son. He's a professor over on campus.
You're not trying to gain points there, are you?
Nope, I'm not. And your JV score, East Clinton beat Wilmington 37-21. We are 18 minutes and 50 seconds away from tipping off our varsity game. Charlie, say about all this.
I got people in the hallways on each end of the gym here at Fred Summers Court. And it looks like it's getting pretty filled up. Looks like it's more filled up on our side than it is the other side.
Right.
I mean, this is almost a home and home. You know, East Clinton's only, 15 miles away, 10 miles to Sabina. I tell you, they had a real nice pregame. They introduced all the seniors, not just basketball, but bowling, cheerleaders, and they honored a guy that's pretty much here at Wilmington High School. Tim Martin has coached many different sports here. I mainly remember him about baseball. I think he coached baseball the most. 30 years, and he's retiring at the end of the year. He also has run the tickets, I guess, for Wilmington. I didn't know that until tonight. But I tell you what, we got 17:40 left to go. The Hurricanes out. One thing we did notice was it looked like one of the Hurricane players, Scott, may not be playing. He didn't look like he's suited up.
He's not dressed. He's down there on the baseline working with his team. So he's one of the seniors that were honored this evening, along with Harley McPherson and Javen Cumberland, who's going to play basketball at the Division I level in the Horizon League next season at Oakland University. He'll play against teams such as Butler, Wright State,
Youngstown State, Cleveland State.
Yep. Green Bay, and IC Chicago out there. So he's going to play against some very good competition. Hopefully he can have that Oakland team turn around. I know they've made a couple runs in the NCAA tournament recently, so that'll be great. And speaking of March Madness should affect right now. I mean, whether in high school, whether if it's in college, March Madness is right around the corner, so the excitement for basketball all around the country is in full effect right now.
Girls tournament play starts today.
Yeah, because girls ended last weekend when we had a girls basketball game over here at the middle school gym. I believe that was on Saturday.
Yeah, and the boys will probably start next week, I assume, man?
Yes.
Girls start this week, boys next week. I tell you, it's going to be fun.
And then
it's going to be fun to see some of these teams go.
And then in the last stretch of the season for high school wrestling, we've got sectional districts and state coming up on the horizon. The 12th through the 14th of March will be state down there at Jerome Schottenstein Center. So the high school wrestling Ram, they're over at Bellbrooks, going to Old Dominion next year. So some big college wrestlers ending their school seasons in not only basketball but also in wrestling as well. My brother's in his season soon. He's going off to wrestle at Kent State University next year. So a lot of people going to the college.
Nice testing. It's true competition. I mean, how else put it? Man against man. There are rules to it. When you see wrestling, if you're going to like me, think again, because this is completely different.
Yeah, it really is. The big tournament is going to be held there. That's why 6 would be the 6th and 7th this year there. So check out all that action on the Big Ten Network. I mean, we made last year one Jordan National Championship left.
And to remind everyone that we are having issues with Campus Nation Network, which is over the network, but we are having bandwidth because of the number of people that are here tonight. We've had this in the past. The network here in the auditorium has been reset so that now it's being shared with free Wi-Fi users. And so at this point, we have some as far as our transmission. If we feel like we can find a better work, we'll do that. And we may have to recycle here. We even attempt this before we actually get underway with the real game. And we'll test to see whether it would be better to stay on our network, which is Sprint, or whether it would be better as the Wi-Fi. I do know that the free Wi-Fi network, so Wi-Fi, degrades the bandwidth that we have available here in the gym to be able to bring you a broadcast. We'll do what we can. Rest assured that we'll have the full game on the Campus Nation site tomorrow morning. So if you don't get a really good edition tonight, you can always tune in tomorrow morning to see the results of the game.
Also, the sparked up down there. We know Charlie loved the band. He was here. He was upset the band wasn't playing for the guys.
They weren't here one game. They got here. Ashland's band getting the night off. That's all right. Still good. Sound good.
Now, the last time that we did Wilmington High School basketball broadcast was the game when they, the number 3 team in the state, they are now 6th in the state. But what an amazing game. Probably the best basketball game in my entire lifetime. And said the same thing, a 65-60. They came back, being Devin scoring 32 in that ball game to propel the Hurricane onto a victory. Just what an amazing game. I know you watched it. I'm sure you went back and watched it. What were your thoughts on that game?
Oh, it's just, I tell you what, I liked it, but I also liked that Covcath game we did.
Yeah.
That Covcath game we did, I mean, it was just as tight. It only turns.
Yeah.
Wilmington happened to be on it. He just lit on fire. Yeah, night.
And you know, it did Jaron fouling out with about 4 minutes left to go in the game.
He had a hit on me. And see, I had next up. I thought the one that was there's a junior.
No.
Actually, the smaller one was a senior. They won't be next to. I tell you, I really like the kid. Plays for him early.
Game against Wayne. Well, you know, we don't leave out anyone, but he played a masterful game against Wayne. Not only ball, but assisting. He made big bucket and was expiring to shot the ball toward him. He was going bounce, and he was there for the easy layup, no uncontested. So, a spark plug for this offense.
Well, I tell you, this brings back a lot of memories. Actually, even before I was going to East Clinton, East Clinton guy I had to guard it. I'll tell you that's back in. I mean, they were good. Both of them had good teams. East Clinton used to have some real good basketball teams. And with Wilmington, it was never a given that Wilmington was going to win. And it'd be neat. I know East Clinton would have a hard time, but it would be pretty neat to see East Clinton at least give them a little bit of a game here tonight, you know?
Well, you know that we did the first East Clinton versus Wilmington game over at East Clinton High School. Rick and I were there doing that broadcast. And, you know, East Clinton, they hung with Wilmington through the first half. And in the second half, Wilmington came out and lit up the scoreboard, almost scoring 100 points. But I'll tell you what, East Clinton has some pure shooting kids.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to have to make every single bucket count, every single possession count tonight if they're going to want to be able to beat Wilmington. But like Charlie has said in the past, your strategy for beating Wilmington is simple. Tell us what your strategy to beat this team is.
You got to slow it down. You can't run with this team. I mean, if I was coaching them against them, I'm like trying to put in some kind of a Princeton offense, some kind of four-corner deal. Because even if I get beat 50-20, I think that's better than 100-40.
Yeah.
And if I can keep them to 25 in the first half, I feel like I might still have a chance to be in the game. And that's the way you have to do it, I think, unless you're like a Wayne or a Covcath that can run with them. I mean, there's not too many teams that can run with this team, I don't think.
And you got to be able to get back on defense as well, because we've seen one team score a two-pointer. Wilmington's down the floor shooting three, maybe even getting fouled underneath the bucket to get that and one shot. So they're getting, you know, you're down here on the other end of the floor scoring 2 points. Wilmington's on the other end putting up 4, maybe 5 points. So
Miami Trace, I tell you, the first quarter was Wilmington-Miami Trace. That was a heck of a game.
Yeah.
It was only a 3-point difference at the end of the first quarter. One of the Trace kids had a dunk. Felt like they had a little momentum. Then about halfway through the second quarter and all the third quarter, Trace didn't even score. Wilmington went on a 42-0 run. So
now, with Wilmington, you know, I think, in my opinion, that Wilmington is the best basketball team in the state of Ohio. I haven't seen anybody better. Even Wayne, you know, yes, Wayne lost to Wilmington. They beat some big teams, but I still think that 65-60 win proves that Wilmington can play with anyone. And, you know, people are sitting there saying, well, they play in the SEOL. There's not very much competition in the SEOL.
They've played Westerville South.
Yeah.
They beat Westerville, just there in the top 10. They beat Westerville South. They beat Huber Heights.
No, they didn't play Westerville. My bad. That was Dublin who beat
North.
Westerville.
Well, then they beat some. Rick,
they beat New Albany.
New Albany in the
New Albany.
Right. Okay. New Albany's in the same league with Westerville South. Westerville South has had one loss. That's to Dublin Jerome. And they play this Friday night. Jerome and Westerville South, each with one loss, play each other for the rematch at Westerville South this Friday night.
And, you know, Wilmington has also played teams like we said, New Albany, Lexington Catholic, Covington Catholic, Wayne, and a few other ones. You know, they're playing competition, and when they win games like that, and they know how to win close games, but they also know how to blow out a team and, you know, put on a show. But if you're Wilmington's coach, you're coming in this ball game like it's just a state championship game. What do you think Wilmington's going to have to do tonight to stay on this winning track and pick up win number 20?
Well, I mean, they just need to keep doing what they've been doing all year, run and gun. You know, their whole offense almost is just quick hitters. If you don't, you know, that's the other thing you got to do. If you're East Clinton or anybody playing them, you only send after a shot. You only send 2 people to the board, and you get 3 back immediately. I know you're not going to get as many rebounds that way, but you've got to get people back, because if not, Wilmington will burn you all night long.
Yeah, and I think that Wilmington, what really makes Wilmington the team they are is their defense. Their defense creates turnovers, bad passes.
Right.
Their pressing defense is absolutely stifling. And I think that so much of what they make in the offensive side of the ball is all caused because of their defensive side of the ball, creating those opportunities for the fast breaks and to get the ball turned over and back down the court for scoring.
Well, and that's why, and again, going with how would you beat this team, you know, whoever your best ball handlers are, you better have your best ball handlers out on the floor, because they're going to make you work all night long. But, you know, Covcath, that's what they did. Covcath did get to win, and Covcath had good ball handlers, and they weren't afraid to push the ball down court either. And they had some really good shooters.
Yeah. We also want to mention that tonight with a win, Wilmington will secure the SCOL championship game going in,
they probably
or the championship
got that, don't they?
going. Well, if they lose their next 2 games, they'll end up sharing with Chillicothe.
Really?
no matter what. Yeah.
So Chillicothe's only lost to Wilmington,
games.
and who else, I wonder?
I have no idea who else they've
Right.
lost.
They had one
Maybe
other
Massey.
loss in the SCOL. So what you've got is basically
Wilmington
Chillicothe,
wins tonight, it's over.
Right. Chillicothe, if they beat Wilmington this Friday night, could share the title if Wilmington gets beat tonight by East Clinton.
I think, yeah.
I would say that's a far stretch.
We also want to give a big congratulations to the co-SCOL champions in the girls basketball with the McLean Tigers.
That's right.
And the
Chillicothe Cavaliers.
Chillicothe Cavaliers.
Well, and I tell you, I told you guys that the other day. I was pretty sure that's the way it was. And you may say, well, it doesn't make any sense because Chillicothe beat them twice, but you got to realize McLean beat two teams that Chillicothe didn't beat.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's what evens it out.
Yeah, typically.
I told our basketball coach about you guys doing that. And he said, well, I'm glad you set them straight. He's the one who told me about the misprinted banner.
Yeah, this is not like the NFL or other, obviously what it goes on basically is who has the same record at the end of the year, and if they have the same record, regardless of who they've beat or have gotten beaten by, they end up sharing in the title.
Yeah, no tiebreakers in this. It's just all, it's all based on record.
Coming up at halftime, we'll also have head coach of the Wilmington Hurricanes, Scott Kellen, coming up here to the booth to do an interview. Tell us a little bit about his preparation for the upcoming season starting in August. As he gets his Hurricane ready. He's been to a couple coaching clinics that I know of. He's working real hard to better himself as a coach and to be able to teach these kids more life lessons as they go through high school football. We know we'll see Dylan Bogard back out on the field for 3 more years of football over here at Wilmington High School and over here on the basketball court playing basketball for the Wilmington Hurricanes. So
And I believe it's official. I believe that Wilmington will be playing on their actual home turf. It is going to be renovated. There's going to be new turf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
New all-weather turf put down. And so they will be playing at home right here just on the campus of Wilmington High School for their future football sessions. And, of course, we'll be right here bringing you all those games as well.
Tell you a little side note, the East Clinton cheerleaders are out on the floor, and they just got back from Florida, some big national competition. Because if you guys remember, they weren't at the Greenfield East Clinton game, which McLean won, but they weren't even there because they were down in Orlando at a big cheerleading competition. I guess they finished 8th out of how many, I don't know, but they got a big trophy, and I don't know if it's 8th in the country, 8th in the area, or what. But they've been down there. They've always had some pretty good competitive cheerleading here the last few years at East Clinton.
Right. I think the last 3 years they've been down there. Last year I think they might have even placed 5th. So I mean they've got a stellar crew there, and they just keep getting better, and they keep going to these tournaments and doing well.
And East Clinton has lost 8 straight games since they played Wilmington last. They are 6-13 right now. Wilmington 19-1, third ranked in the state division. Your home for high school and college sports.
Before we meet tonight's starting lineups, we ask you to please rise, remove any hats, as a national anthem will be sung by the 4th and 5th grades from Holmes Elementary. Their teacher is Jamie Abel.
All right, how about that? That's entry.
Very, very good job. Well, we're getting ready for high school basketball here this evening at Fred Summer School Gym. AJ Ganger, along me as always, Charlie Hargret, and
guys.
Rick Phillips.
Yo.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Jazzy Black in the house, Noel Kane on camera.
And we're about ready to get this party started.
That's right.
Getting ready to introduce the starting lineups. Looks like the referees are ready. Well, I can't believe she's a senior.
She's not a senior.
Yeah, she's not a senior.
I just promoted her. An announcer down there, he tickles me every time.
Morgan Shepard.
She did it without even touching her hands on the back. It's pretty good.
Light Snow.
Light Snow. East Clinton. Cole Floyd.
Jesse Livingston, also a senior.
Livingston.
Also a senior. Brian Barr.
And Brian Barnes starting.
And Selector. What a good cheerleader. Senior Cassidy. Junior Alexis Carmen. Senior Jordan Cordell. Senior Jordan Driscoll. Senior Amanda Casinas. Kirsten Miller.
Did I tell you guys that there's a rumor floating around that Cardell Jones was at the Wayne Wilmington game
Yeah, you
a
said
couple
that.
weeks ago?
I thought you were getting ready to say he signed with Oregon or something.
Number 10, Alex Miller.
No, that's not Cardell going to Oregon. That's the other one, right?
Braxton.
Huh? Yeah, Braxton. That was a rumor months ago.
I'm sure he'll stay, but he probably won't be starting quarterback.
Okay,
Three senior Harlan
McPherson, David Cumberland, Jared Cumberland, starting.
Alex Miller and Dylan Bogart.
Yep, we have two Wilmington, not Dwight.
Jeffrey Mansfield and
Scott is I'm some kind of injury, old or. Well, here we go.
Man, we both think alike, don't we?
Yeah, and that's sometimes scary, but that's okay.
Well, Rick told me I'm starting to think
I think.
ball.
People like it.
Cumberland got the tip for Wilmington. Dylan Bogart brings the court. Here we go. We are underway. Javen Cumberland enters long to pointer, no good. Rebounded by Javen, who puts an impossible shot, or it's an impossible shot off the backboard for two.
That was a MB3, that's for sure. And we
That
got
one-
our first turnover, and here goes the.
Yep, Javen on, and he's going to lay it off the glass. Already 4-0. Ball tipped in the air. Pulled down by Snow. On the other end, Floyd pulled open. He's down. Nice pass to Barnes. Barnes back out to Floyd. Misses a jumper. Rebound
Nice
by
rebound.
Barnes.
No foul there. Could have been a reach.
Good job by McPherson. Three-pointer in by Jared Cumberland. No good. Rebounded by Alex Miller. Trying to find someone to kick it out to. Top of the circle. Three-pointer. Javen Cumberland. Man, early three-pointer already.
Well, that's all they're doing. If they're open, it doesn't make any difference where they're out on the floor. They're shooting it like.
Number 12, Livingston gave it off to Floyd again. Blocked. And the ball will stay with
With
East
the
Clinton.
Astros.
Wilmington already up and run here, Charlie, with 6:40 to go in the
It's pretty
first.
scary, isn't it?
Right.
And that's unlike Wilmington. Usually they let you hang around for a quarter or two.
Livingston got the inbound, gives it to Clyde Snow. And stolen away by Dylan Bogart. Still no foul. Bogart tried to fit it to Jared Cumberland. It's stolen away by.
Just teams, and they're both high school teams, but Wilmington's just got them outsized at every position,
Yeah.
and it's just not fair. I mean, it's just not. If you look at them, I mean, they're just 3 or 4 inches probably on each player, and well, let's face it, Wilmington's got a couple, Division I players.
Oh, McPherson inside off the glass makes up for that foul he just had. That was his first foul, the team's first.
East Clinton breaks her press pretty quick.
Floyd tried to shoot.
God, I guess that was a rebound. I don't know if it hit anything.
I don't know either, but it was rebounded by Javen Cumberland. 9-3 Wilmington. Jaron Cumberland in the corner for three. That one no good. Another rebound by Miller. Miller kicks it out. Javen Cumberland and the three-pointer swishes the net.
Well, this is his last home game, so he's going to light it up, I think.
And collects the bucket all the way on the other end. And now McPherson again goes up and gets fouled.
He got hammered. Kaplinger hammered him.
That's Kaplinger's first, team's first.
But you know, the thing about it, these guys all know each other.
Yeah. McPherson shooting two at the line. First one, good.
Yeah, I mean, Wilmington may want to make a statement. I got to wondering, have they scored 100 in any game this year?
No.
I'm just wondering if that's going to be a little inside goal for them tonight.
2 for 2 at the line for McPherson. Coming into the ball game for Wilmington, number 3, Cameron Stewart. Number 45, Chris Worley. And a timeout on the floor, I believe, taken by East Clinton.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
30 seconds.
Timeout.
14-5, Wilmington in the lead with 5:32 left to go. This game's not even 3 minutes old. Wilmington's already making a statement.
Well, you know what? It looks like East Clinton has some ball handlers, too. I mean, I know the Snow boys probably a pretty good ball handler, and the Floyd boys probably are, too. So, like I said, I mean, you don't want to let this thing get out of hand. You need to have the ball on your end of the court as much as you can.
And just a reminder, we've got East Clinton on the schedule for Friday night. 7:15 is our tip-off, and also Saturday night at a 7:15 game. So make sure you tune in to see the East Clinton Astros as they take on Clinton Massey, and also, what's the other team, AJ?
Paint Valley.
Paint
the
Valley.
Bearcats.
And that's going to be a reach-in foul against Wilmington. 34. Jaron Cumberland, his
he
first.
makes a lot of silly fouls like that. He needs to kind of get a little more level-headed when he's playing, because he's too valuable to be fouling out. You know it?
Yeah. Barnes got trapped. He got it off, though. The Kaplinger who gives it to Snow.
Traveling.
And that's travel, yep.
They didn't have control of it when he caught it and shuffled the feet.
But yeah, you're right. Jaron does make a lot of silly fouls, and it costs him a half a play almost. And
They need to be careful about that when they get tournament time, because they're going to need them. Because eventually they're going to run into some competition.
Stewart goes all the way across court to Jaron Cumberland. Inside, Harley McPherson misses it, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two more. So very different.
Livingston, I think, with the foul. Barnes.
His first team second. A little different seeing McPherson getting the ball underneath the bucket tonight. We normally don't see him take very many shots. He's normally up on top running some offense.
Well, that was a nice pass there. I mean, that had some heat on it, too.
First one was missed by McPherson. Second one missed too. Rebounded by Kaplinger.
Now slow it down. Take your time. For East Clinton.
They need to handle the ball a little better.
Across half the court.
Clyde Snow.
They threw it away.
Yep.
First of all, the guys bringing the ball down court there didn't look like the guys that should be bringing the ball down court.
No. Kaplinger tried to do too much on his own. Jaron thought about a three. Goes cross court to his cousin. Javen Cumberland in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded by Clyde Snow. And Snow fits it into Floyd, who gets it blocked on the other end by McPherson. And here's Jaron Cumberland, coast to coast. No good with the follow-up by McPherson was no good, but he gets his own rebound. Now Jaron for three. No good. Rebounded by Worley, who tries to reverse. No good. Rebounded by McPherson, who gets fouled, and he'll shoot two more. Wow.
Yeah. I tell you, they're just Wilmington's not afraid to shoot the ball tonight. I don't know if coach just said go out and shoot or what, but I mean, I know that's why you got to score, but I mean, they're shooting from everywhere.
Cole Floyd charged with his first, the team's third. McPherson sinks the first bucket.
15-5, 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter from Fred Summers Court.
Second shot for McPherson. No good. Worley's going to get hit with it over the back.
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed this year calling these games with you guys. They don't call over the back very much.
No. Inbound pass goes to Clyde Snow. He almost got trapped. Good job getting rid of it. Kaplinger over to Livingston. Livingston to Floyd with the jumper. No good. Rebounded by McPherson. He may have a double-double by the time it's all said and done.
Yes.
Jaron Cumberland gets bumped, goes up with it.
Out of control shot, though. That's what I mean. They don't care how they're going to shoot it. They're just.
He almost made it, though.
Yeah. And they got travel here.
Kaplinger traveled. Miller and Bogard coming back in.
I'll tell you, it's just amazing, people. Look at the size differential on these teams. Just he's doing this, man. It's not a bad.
No, Bogard gives it to Stewart, who's in the corner. Fits into McPherson. McPherson back to Stewart. Thought about a shot. Maybe should have taken it. But in the ground. Back.
Oh, I don't get to do that very much, too. He was long rebound, and he got it.
Foul is on. Whenever they put it up on the board. No good. Either 11 or Kaplinger. Floyd or Kaplinger. It was number 33. Butler. And the second shot is good. The first one no good. Jaron Cumberland coming back on the court for the lead. 3-3 left to go, first period. Livingston down and a foul against Bogard. That's the team's fourth, his first. Wilmington being very aggressive this evening so far.
Well, they always are on defense. They're being more aggressive on the offensive side.
Yeah. Livingston throws
it away.
Now Wilmington will inbound from the East Clinton bench.
Yeah, the boy threw it in. He thought his teammate was going to break toward the bucket and didn't. He broke back toward him and just threw the ball completely away.
Bogard gets the inbound pass. Running the offense out on top. Gives it to Miller. Miller over to Javen. Javen to Jaron. And he lost it. In the hands of Clyde Snow. Coast to coast. No good. The ball's all over the court. Bogard. And three-pointer. And no good.
It's a lot more than he's made this evening.
And Jaron makes the ball and gets fouled.
Just pure strength right there.
And Javen's already got 9 points scored in your stats.
Yep, he does.
One shot. Foul was on number 33. Butler, that's his second.
19-5. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the first.
34, Levi Luttrell coming in for East Clinton. The inbound pass going into Floyd. Brings it up all the way up the court. Gives it off to Clyde Snow, who gets it to Livingston. Long three-pointer from the top, and he sinks that one. That was an NBA three-pointer also.
It was open.
Jaron on the other end. The three of it so good by Stewart.
East Clinton zone, 2-3.
Over Morley back to Stewart. 2:20 left to go, first quarter. Jaron Cumberland with it out on top. Gives it back to Stewart. Stewart over to Javen Cumberland. Nice pass inside. And that one, oh man, he just saved that from being backcourt.
He didn't need to do that because I think an East Clinton player tipped that.
Javen.
He might not have thought they did.
Three-pointer for Stewart now. No good. Rebounded by McPherson, who goes up off the glass for two. That one stolen away by Stewart. Gives it to Jen and puts it on pass. Good defense by Wilmington, stretching it to a 23-8 lead. The other end, number 13, Schmoskal, gets the bucket on the other end. And that one from three for Chris Worley. Wow. Oh, tried to backdoor pass, but it's picked back up by Moskal. Gets the rebound. Jared off the glass and a timeout quickly taken by East. A full timeout with 1:11 left to go in the first, 28-10. You are watching live on campus.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
Just shake your head, man. That's all you can do is just shake your head. That's why I told you. I mean, if you're going to play this team and you know you don't have the talent to compete with them, and that's not saying anything back against East Clinton, you have got to slow the ball down. You got to get your best ball handlers out there and play keep away.
AJ, we've got some wrestling tomorrow night.
Yeah, we do. We got some great wrestling coming up tomorrow night. Bellbrook and Blanchester coming in. A couple of college kids going to college next year. Cameron Kelly, I mentioned, he's going to Ohio University next year to wrestle. And the 170-pounder for Bellbrook, Ben Schramm, is going to Old Dominion next year to wrestle. Both wrestle in Division I.
So all this is going to get underway about, what, 5:15?
5:15, yep.
All right.
And I'll have to hustle over here after class to meet you here.
What are you going to do, drive or are you going to run?
I'm going to drive.
You're going to drive? Okay. You got a driver's license?
I got gas today.
Oh, wow. Okay, there we go.
That's
college students. You never
$20 to fill up my car.
Yeah, but it's going up.
Yeah, I know.
Getting more expensive.
Yeah, well, you know, it's time for that summer blend, I guess. I'm sure that's what we're going to start hearing. It's time for the summer blend.
Oh, yeah, the summer blend in February, right?
I'm sure they're switching over or something.
Flinger brings it up, gives it off to Floyd. Floyd back up.
Work ball, good.
Floyd gets by Worley. 2 shots coming up. Team's fifth. First one by Floyd is good. Yeah, you know, I think Wilmington makes you run with them, even if you can't, because of how fast they play and how good their defense is. They make you have to run against them.
You got to pull the ball out. You got to just pull the ball out. Clear out here to the volleyball line if you have to.
Second one good by Floyd. Wilmington up by 16. Stewart has the basketball. 47 seconds left and counting in the first quarter. Miller's pass is tipped, stolen away. Here goes Floyd. Tried to fit it in. Pulled down by Kaplinger. No good on the shot. And Jaron Cumberland has a one-on-one on the other end. Wow. One reverse layup. We're going to see Buck Cumberland probably in a slam dunk competition sometime in the NBA. Stolen away. Chamberlain, another one off the glass. 20-point lead for Wilmington. 15 seconds left to go, first quarter. They got to get it across half court here. Floyd does that, barely.
6 seconds. I don't know if they're aware of it or not. Yeah,
three-pointer by Kaplinger, no good. And Miller pulls down the rebound, and that's going to do it for our first quarter of play. Wilmington with a 32-point first quarter, leading the Astros of East Clinton 32-12. You're watching high school basketball live on campusnation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And don't forget to check out East Clinton versus Clinton Massey live Friday night from East Clinton's gym, as they'll take on the Falcons of Clinton Massey. And then on Saturday, Pay Valley comes in to face East Clinton. We'll be doing that game as well. Both games 7:15. Pre-game start, 7:30 tip-off.
Tell you, just the leading scorers here for the first quarter. Both Cumberlands have 11 each. McPherson has 7. And then for East Clinton, Cole Floyd 2, Livingston has 3, Kaplinger has 3, and a couple others have 2. But I tell you what, it's been the Cumberland show so far, hasn't it? And I tell you, the Cumberlands have probably missed more than they've made, almost.
Well, have you ever noticed the way that Jaron shoots that cool? It doesn't even really jump with his shot. He just shoots the ball, and somehow, some way, it goes into the bucket. He is the best pure shooter in the state and maybe even in the country in high school basketball. He's going to be a top prospect.
Some tonight.
Right.
You're talking about Jaron.
Jaron, number 34, yeah.
Yeah. And so's Javen. Javen's missed several. If they would have hit half of those, we're instead of looking at 32-12, you're looking at 42-12.
Yeah.
East Clinton gets the ball inbound.
And McPherson is playing like a man possessed out there right now.
He's doing a good job. See a senior also or not?
Yes.
See, it's their last game here. I mean, that means a lot. They want to have good memories from tonight.
Number 41, Tyler Sweet, into the game for East Clinton. He gave it off to Kaplinger. Got to get rid of it. Almost had a 5-second call there. Clyde Snow. Back over to Kaplinger.
Got to go to him. Lost control. Yeah, lost his dribble. You got to go to him.
Try to go for a three
East
with
Clinton's
Sweet.
kind of holding the ball here a little bit.
Yeah.
First 30 seconds they've held it.
Go
Nice
down
pass
low.
underneath.
Block.
Wow, that wasn't a block. That was a foul. It just wasn't called.
Bogard goes to comes with a charge. That's his second. Team 6th.
Well, the refs missed one down here. I don't know what they're looking at.
And you're right when you're saying Wilmington's being aggressive. They're taking the ball to the hoop, trying to draw defensive fouls, but right there, that's their first offensive foul that's been called.
There's a little acting job on that, but you know what? I don't think he needed to. I think he was okay.
Snow with the basketball, puts up a long three, airballed it, pulled down by Moscow, airballs that one. Rebounded by Javen Cumberland. Bogard with the ball, makes his move, gives it off to Miller. Miller, Jaron Cumberland in the corner, three-pointer is good. And Tyler Sweet, number 41, brings it up. Gets past the defense, stops, almost traveled. Clyde dribbling all around baseline. Kaplinger, long three, oh good. Rebounded by Jay.
Really can't blame him shooting that. He was open. Had a clear shot.
Now Jaron in the same spot for three again, and that one's good. He's starting to put now. Here comes the Ash up the court. Tyler Sweet with the basketball. Snow with the J. Wow, what a shot.
That's a nice runner. Nice runner by Snow down the side.
Javen off the glass for two. Makes it look easy. And a foul against Jaron Cumberland.
Another cheapie. You know? The coach has got to talk to him about that. You know?
That's his first team 7th, and it'll be a 1-and-1 down on the other end.
Second foul.
Yeah.
Yep.
I said second, didn't I? I said second, team 7th.
Well, it's his first, team 7. It's no big deal, guys. It's his second, team 7th. We got it right here.
So, AJ, who do we have at halftime as far as a special interview?
We have Scott Kellen coming up, your head football coach of the Wilmington Hurricane.
That's right, yeah. We look forward to hearing how the team is progressing, getting ready for this next season after going 8-2 last year. It was a great turnaround, and we hope for even bigger things this year.
Well, 1-1, and this looks like
Tyler Sweet, number 41.
Tyler Sweet going to the line, shoot the one bonus.
First one, get the front end. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 40-15, Wilmington in the lead. Heading the second free throw, which is good. Now 40-16. Here goes Bogard up the court, gives it to Javen Cumberland, throws it over to Worley for three. No good, rebounded by McPherson. Throws it back out to Bogard.
He's been a boss tonight, McPherson.
Three-pointer by Javen is good. 3 straight three-pointers for Wilmington.
43-16, 5:40 left to go in the half.
Clyde Snow gave it off to Livingston. Livingston over to Sweet. Back over to Snow. Moscow in the corner. Three-pointer for Livingston. That one's good.
That was nice.
East Clinton's making some shots of their own.
Yep, that was his second three of the night.
Yeah, East Clinton has some great pure shooters on their team. No question about it.
Bad pass by Javen gets stolen away. Clyde Snow with the basketball. Shoots the jumper. Got it. They bring it down to a 22-point lead. 43-21. Stewart thought about it. Moscow up the court now. Fine, Sweet. Stolen away. McPherson with the steal. Stewart, Worley off the glass for two. 4.5 minutes left first half. 45-21. Wilmington in the lead. Letting back over to Jumper. Wow, he's hitting from everywhere on the.
Was good. Grandfather's a good basketball player. His uncle was Phil Snow. I told you about before he played for Miami. And that's why Phil was. Phil could just step over half court and shoot
Oh, Javen Cumberland with another three.
about like that.
The tough. A lot of really tried to fit it in McPherson. It's stolen away by Links. Gave it off to Snow. Snow with the bad pass. Another steal. Oh, Stewart threw it away.
I think the thing that East Clinton has to be careful of, like any other team that plays Wilmington, is they sort of suck you into playing their game, and you may think you can run with them, and then all of a sudden you've
got to slow it down. And maybe you can't. Maybe you don't have the ball handlers to do it. But I'd say you got to give it a go.
It's like the running Rebels used to do in college. You know, they just would blow people out off the court.
UNLV.
You need to have Princeton. You need to have the Princeton offense for the opponent.
See, I know what you're talking about. UNLV running Rebels.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, isn't that on one of the clay tablets somewhere? You know, somewhere up on the mountain or whatever. You
Probably.
read
It's like the Fab Five banner. It's still locked up.
Jerry Torkin was
Wilmington's starting five reminds me of is the Fab Five.
He used to chew on it.
Out of that,
I tried to slam that one home.
He has a couple times. Blair brings it all the way up, gives it off. No, block right into the hands of Barnes, who shoots the jumper. Wow. Jared Cumberland wishes he had that one back.
I think you want to shoot that one.
Javen, baseline, goes up, fade away, good.
He actually got fouled before he shot it there, but they let it go.
That one stolen away by Javen, who gets fouled. Reverse layup, no good. He'll get 2 shots. Good defense right now. Wilmington played a lot better than what they were
And
just a
look at the
few minutes
score,
ago.
56-32. Yep, team 7. So
43, Brian
this
Barnes.
is a 2-shot foul, but they'll be in 1-1 the rest of the half here.
Yep. Barnes with his second, team 7. First one good. Worley coming in from Miller. Seconds left first half.
We still want to remind our audience that we are having bandwidth issues and we're trying to deal with those. We will have as much of the video as we can possibly have up on our site tomorrow morning. We hope you bear with us, and hopefully now we can find a path to getting some bandwidth that will be consistent over the course of the game.
And we are going to be going to halftime, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. Wilmington 64 and East Clinton 34.
64 first half points.
64 first half points,
Wow.
Charlie. You heard me right.
That's crazy.
I'm going to go and get some official stats, and
All right.
we'll be right back.
I hear them too over at McLean. So, yeah, looking forward to next year. People don't realize a head football coach. I mean, you guys are I'm sure you're lifting now.
Yes.
And you've been lifting.
We've been lifting
And you're going to
since-
keep lifting.
Yes.
And now you really can't do probably much coaching until when?
Well, you know what? The OHSA's rules is you can coach 4 guys with the ball. You know, so but we
Okay.
haven't done anything like that right now. My philosophy is that I want the kids to be active. And right now we got, I think 90% of our kids doing something. And the 10% that aren't doing something, well, it's not going to be a very good year for them.
Right.
You know, they're just not going to see the field, plain and simple. You know, but I got kids on the basketball team. I got kids wrestling. You know, I got kids right now just started doing conditioning for baseball.
Yep.
You know, and so, and we got kids lifting during the day at school. You know, that's huge. And, you know, and the biggest thing is we are getting bigger, we are getting faster, and it's fun to watch the growth. And you know, right now we're in the end of our first phase. The kids are starting to max out, and they're seeing their growth, so they're getting all excited to continue getting it and seeing how strong they can get.
People just don't realize the amount of time that goes into it.
Yeah.
You know, and even for the coaches that don't have the great records, I mean, they're putting in the time too, most of them. Now, sometimes the kids don't.
Absolutely, they're. I mean, all football coaches, you know, we have special wives.
Oh, I understand.
You know, my wife's bought in, and you know, I just spent 3 days without her because I was at a football clinic.
Yeah.
You know, getting ready.
Where was that at?
It was in Columbus. It was the Ohio High School Football Coach Association clinic.
Okay.
You know, so you know, we do a lot of studying outside in the off season to get ready for the season and implement new things and new strategies, and you know, just kind of see what's going on.
Definitely. Well, you know, and even though I'm a McLean guy, I wish you guys luck because the better these teams do, the better the league looks.
Right.
And the better maybe it'll help other people, incentivize them to work a little harder. I know Clinton Massey has probably done that with you guys, because you used to coach at Massey, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, you were what, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and
That's right.
well, and Massey didn't go as far this year. Maybe that's the reason.
No comment.
No comment. No.
I will tell you this: I have just as many rings as they do.
There you go. There you go. Well, I tell you, well, that's nice. I mean, I've always been told, if you got real good coaches on your staff and they're not looking for a head coach job, they're probably not going to be the best coach for you.
Right.
And that's, you hear that in college, you hear that in the pros, and I look forward to you building a big program. I think it's kind of too bad last year that you didn't get to go to the playoffs. But I remember, and you may not remember this. Did you grow up around here? Or?
I did not. I grew up in Ohio.
East Clinton had a team, and this is back in the, I want to say mid-'80s maybe. Yeah, well, mid to late 80s, like 89. Herb Mihalik. I don't know if you know Herb Mihalik, but their team went 10-0 one year.
Wow.
Didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's, and like I said, the OHSA, they have a very fair system, and I'll never talk bad about it. It's just.
Oh no, I'm not expecting that. I'm just.
And it's just one of them things. It is what it is, And
now, is it I know, like every couple years or so, they do the counts for.
I believe this is.
Is this count year? Okay,
yeah,
now, are you guys on any kind of a border? Do you know?
I think last time I looked, we got a big enough cushion where we shouldn't be affected. And we're still trying to figure out what the OHSA is going to do about the competitive balance that they're trying to figure out and kick in, and how's that going to affect everybody?
Are you talking about maybe a private-public school split, maybe? No, nothing like that? Okay.
What they try to do is pretty fair, for every kid that doesn't live in the district or the school they attend.
Oh, okay.
Public is going to be an additional add-on to their roster.
Okay.
So that's not going to affect us at all. I don't know if it's really going to affect many teams in the STOL like it will some of the other schools.
Right. Well, and that, a lot of people don't realize that. That's good information. A lot of people don't realize this either, that it's not based on your total school enrollment. It's based on how many guys are in the school and how many girls are in the school.
Grades 9 through 11.
And you can actually have two different divisions within the same school.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you might not have as many girls as you do guys or vice versa. So, I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank
you, look forward to seeing your new field over here. Now, what all are they doing to it?
Well, right now they're still trying to get the exact layout and blueprints done of what they want to do. I do know they're renovating the concession stands now into one big restroom.
Okay.
For men and women. And then they're going to add on and build a new concession stand. And then they're going to add another locker room, which the details of that is still kind of up in the air. But then they're going to have, the new field. That's going to be pretty nice. And
is it turf?
It's going to be turf.
Now,
I actually got a picture of it sent to my email tonight. So.
Cool.
We were joking around about that, but I don't think anybody found my joke real funny.
Hey, why not? How about black? Black with orange lines. There you go. It would be hot. Now,
I can't tell you this. We are going to have black end zones.
Well, that'll be neat.
Yeah,
that'll be neat.
Pretty sweet.
What about now? Is that coming through private donations, the school, or you getting a grant or anything for that? Or
no, it's not coming through the school at all. It's all private donations. So
the taxpayers like to hear that.
Yeah, and that's one thing we want to get out there and make sure they understand. This is no school money going towards that. It's all private
donations,
funded and donated and all that.
And one thing I tell you, and I'm sure you know this, but they've done some studies on some of this field turf where some of it's not real healthy to play on. Have you seen any of those reports?
Well, I have, but what we got a 10-year warranty. I was just told this tonight.
Okay.
A 10-year warranty on it. Well, they will come in twice a year and clean it. Or once a year. Twice a year and clean it. And once a year they'll steam it to get all the bacteria and whatever stuff's in there.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty. It's going to be a top notch, and it's going to be taken care of very nicely.
Sounds good. Well, hey, it's nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
And
thank you.
Good
for
luck.
having me.
Oh, no problem. And we're about ready to go back
now. I told you he may have a double-double at the end of the game.
Will.
And that's going to be a foul against Wilmington.
Stewart, I think, on the reach.
Oh, big college basketball news. Number 1, Kentucky trailing LSU 64-60 with 7:40 left to go in that game.
Go Tigers.
They almost lost to Florida the other night. Floyd puts it up, gets it blocked back into his face again by Worley. Jaron tried to draw a foul. Goes up with it, gets fouled, and makes the bucket. Cole Floyd, his second, team's first.
Yep, Cumberland will have one shot. Trying to make the three-point attempt here. Three-point play.
12 for the Astros coming in now. That's Austin Mercer. He makes the three-point play.
Miller re-entering for the Hurricane.
Clyde Snow got the inbound pass. 67-34, Wilmington in the lead. Snow with the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Here comes Jaron Cumberland. Gives it off to Worley, puts it off the glass. Easy 2 points. It's 71-34. They forgot to add another point.
I got it up there.
I got it right now.
Yep, that's good.
Kaplinger, step back, three, no good. Rebounded by Jaron again. Here he comes down the court, puts it up the glass, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Gives it back to Bogard for a three. No good.
Bogard's been quiet this evening.
He normally is. He's more of the
he's more of the general out there running the offense.
That's what I was looking for. Three-pointer for Kaplinger, no good. Rebounded by Livingston. Miller
Thrown
gets
away.
the steal. Dylan gave it off to Jaron. Jaron's mom stopped me and said, don't say anything bad about Jaron Cumberland. I said, we're not.
No.
She goes, I'm just messing with you. Three-pointer for Jaron, no good. Rebounded by Livingston.
Thrown away.
Yep. Jaron with it, kicks it to Worley. Corner, three-pointer, got it.
He's got 10.
On the other end, Mercer, no good. Rebounded by McPherson.
East Clinton almost had a quick header there.
Yeah, East Clinton has numbers for the moment. McPherson, he's got 11 points. Good job on senior night for McPherson.
I think Charlie has an idea here. He's asking about the 100 points. We may just see that tonight.
Oh, I think you're going to. I mean, it's already 76.
Something going on the floor.
I'm not sure what was going on there.
An inadvertent whistle, maybe a sub timeout. Javen coming back out on the court.
East Clinton's just worn out right now. I mean, I feel for him. I graduated from East Clinton, and I mean, it's just.
That one gets it into Mercer. Double dribble.
East Clinton fairly young. I didn't look. Are they fairly young? Or they? They got a lot of seniors. Just all seniors and juniors. Wow.
And one freshman, which is Wyatt Floyd.
Well, maybe East Clinton's new football coach over there will start getting these
Jeremy,
guys built up.
Jeremy Yankee?
Yeah.
Oh, Stewart! Backdoor pass for two. Clyde Snow gave it off. Mercer.
I tell you, that'd just be the thing that would help this SCOL there is get a small school division and a large school division. You probably need two more teams to do that.
Right. That one stolen away by Javen. Gave it off to Worley, almost threw it away.
Yeah, he was battling there.
Jaron thought about a three at the letters.
Well, first half, that was a three.
Yeah.
They're starting to kind of.
He's going to shoot that one. Oh, at the letters for three, Jaron Cumberland. 81-34, 3:25 remaining.
In the third.
In the third. Oh, nice pass to number 13.
Cut to the basket, yeah.
Josh Moskal.
That got Wilmington's coach up. He wasn't very happy about that.
Three-pointer no good by Worley. Short. Rebounded by Moskal. Here goes Clyde Snow. He gave it up. Mercer corner three. No good. Rebounded by Jaron Cumberland.
Pushing the ball up the court.
Javen for three. Got it. Timeout.
East Clinton.
30. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. And it's 84-36. You're watching high school basketball live on campusnation.com. The Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports. AJ Ganger here alongside me, Charlie Hargrave and Rick Phillips. Chazzy Black in the house as well. Noel Kane on camera.
We got a nice crowd here tonight, I tell you. East Clinton's got a strong following, and I guess they won the other night. They actually, they got beat the other night by West Union. But I guess it was a really close game.
Yeah. Couple points.
Yeah, and I guess some people got escorted out by your local sheriff's department.
I guess it was a girl fight. It was a girl fight.
Is that what it was?
A couple moms got into it.
Didn't you say you knew one of them, AJ?
No, I saw them I saw some East Clinton people at B-Dubs, and they told me exactly what happened.
Okay, yeah. So
Did she have black eyes or what?
No.
Snow bringing the ball up court for the Astros. Pass the corner.
Mercer, no good three. Javen, Stewart, Bogard. Oh, Javen's going to shoot another three here. No good short. Stewart with the rebound, though, and the reverse layup. (86-36), almost stolen away. Luttrell picks it up, gives it off to Snow, got the jumper. He's such a great shooter, is Clyde Snow.
He's a senior, right?
Yes. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to East Clinton. Oh, look at that. Bad defense, but the block by McPherson.
They called Wilmington sleeping there a second.
Oh, that was going to be a foul against Bogart, I believe. Yep. That's his third.
Wilmington with a 48-point lead here with a minute 51 in the third.
Shooting two, Clyde Snow. Got the first. I think East Clinton has scored more points in this game than what they did in the first game.
I mean, they're putting up a nice.
They scored 40 points, I think, in the first game. Yeah.
Well, they're getting ready to score 40 right now.
Snow
missed it.
You jinxed him.
I guess I did.
Old Charlie Hargrave jinxed the Astros.
Didn't mean to do that. I had confidence in him. Thought old Snowball was going to do it.
Stewart has the ball, gives it to Worley. Worley with a jumper, too short. Good job by Miller hustling to the ball, and Bogart hits a three. Back up to a 50-point lead.
That's his first points of the game.
Stolen away by Stewart. Gets the ball knocked out, and that's a foul.
Paul Luttrell with the foul.
Yep. Just the second of the half for East Clinton.
That's one way you get in the newspaper, create a foul.
Well, it would take an absolute, I don't know what you would say, in order for Wilmington tonight not to score 100 points.
Oh, yeah. Well, they just
Three got in the corner for Javen. Three-pointer, 92 points on the board.
That's what I said a minute ago. I thought they may get 100 before the third quarter's out.
Clock's not running right now.
They're trying to get him that.
There it goes. Give him an extra 30 seconds. Ball loose. Picked up by Miller. Miller to Javen. Javen to Jared. Alley-oop, and he missed it. Oh, man, that would have been sweet. Moskal on the other end for two. Man, that would have been sweet. 60 seconds
41.
left. Javen for three. Or Jaron for three, I should say. 95-41. Wilmington 5 points away from hitting the magic triple digit for the first time. They have scored more points in their 20 games than any other team in the state in any division. Jaron Cumberland with the easy finger roll. Moskal misses. Rebounded by Javen, who's fouled by Moskal.
It's his second.
Well,
Team's third.
Charlie, we only need 3 points.
That's what I said. They may score 100 before the third's
One
over.
3-point basket would do it.
Yeah, Wilmington has scored more points than any team in the state of Ohio in any division this season, I believe.
Well, you can see why. I mean, they're quick. You got to get, you can't send more than 2 people to the board. You got to get back, and you just
Well,
got to
they're
throw
holding
the
it
ball
for the
down.
last shot here.
10 seconds.
There it
Javen,
is.
3 for 100. Got it! Three-pointer by Javen Cumberland. And we have in triple digits here at Fred Summers Court. Wilmington has scored 100 for the first time this season. Everybody gets free hot dogs.
Yeah. On A.J. Ganger's bill.
Yeah, put it on my bill. Wow. Going into the fourth quarter, Charlie Hargrave, guess what? You called that.
Yes, I did call that. I'm afraid to say I did call that.
79-point lead, 100-41, going into the fourth quarter.
59-point lead.
It's that
It's a
new math,
79
Charlie. Common
59
Core.
point
Common
lead.
Core math.
And some guys are heading toward the exit now, I'm noticing. They're just that good. And like I said, I'd rather get beat 50-20 than this happened to me.
You are.
Now, let me say this, and I've said it all season with Wilmington. You guys always disagree with me. You've got to call off the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
There
I mean,
is
They will
no-
now.
They
I
got
never
their 100
disagreed
points.
with you once.
There is no reason to keep those guys
Well, no,
in there.
this is what he should do. He needs to get him back out on the court and then
Pull 'em
call a
off one by
timeout.
one.
Pull them off one by one.
Yep.
Have all the seniors, in particular, come back off the court. Now, he could leave, his freshmen or some of the lower classmen.
Well,
in.
yeah, you got to. I mean, and plus, I'm going to tell you what, that experience, that playing time, you never know
Well, you need that for the
You
tournament. There's
never
no
know.
question about that.
You
You need it
never
for the
know.
tournament.
when that's going to come into play. So
He-
let's see what he does here.
East Clinton begins with the ball to begin the last quarter of play, the last home game for the Hurricane this season. They end the season on Friday night against Chillicothe at Chillicothe. Bad pass gets thrown away.
Waiting for a timeout here.
Well, actually, Javen's out right now.
No, Javen's in. He just gave it to
No, I'm
Jaron.
sorry. No, okay.
Bogard's out.
Bogard's out, yeah.
He's got 3 fouls. Worley gives it back to Jaron. Stolen away, though. And
That's
Worley's
a foul.
going to get hit with a foul.
That's his third.
Team's third. Gets it in. Number 4 is in the game. Griffin Campbell.
Just look at the difference in size.
No good on the basket. There goes Jaron. Gives it off. McPherson, and he gets the bucket.
He's having his probably best night, McPherson.
3-pointer, no good. For number 23, Blair. Or Jenkins. That was Jenkins.
See, there's another one of those silly fouls.
On Jaron, his third.
And each of his fouls have been reach fouls.
102-41. Stewart and Bogard coming in for Miller and Worley. Inbound pass goes to Campbell. Campbell over to Jenkins. Luttrell tried to fit it in, almost got it stolen. That one gets
does get
stolen.
it stolen.
He was trying to go to Levi. Jabin, long three. No good, too short. Oh, Stewart fighting. Puts one up, no good. Jabin almost knocked it in with the tip, and he did get the tip. Bad pass there on the other end. Jenkins with the basketball. Gave it off to Luttrell, Levi Luttrell, and that one is a foul. Number 33, Harley McPherson.
That's his second.
Shooting 2, Levi Luttrell.
104-41.
Luttrell hits the first.
They just made one. 104-42.
Second one, good.
104-43.
Bogard with the inbound, brings it up the court. Cross court to Javen. Back to Dylan. Worley inside, kicks it out. McPherson with the jumper. No good. Bogard pulls down a rebound.
What a rebound. Short, well, probably not the shortest guy on the court tonight, but what a rebound. Got an injury timeout.
Yep.
Number 33, Butler for East Clinton's hobbling a little. I don't know if he did something to his knee or what. 43,
tomorrow night?
Barnes coming back in.
We've got high school wrestling, right, AJ?
Yes, sir. Blanchester, Bellbrook coming in. Hosted by the Wilmington Hurricane tomorrow evening, 5:15. We also got high school basketball Friday night from East Clinton as East Clinton hosts the Falcons of Clinton Massey.
And Saturday
And
night.
Saturday they host Paint Valley, and that game's after our women's college game over at Fred Risk Arena. Full slate of games. Doubleheader on Saturday. Check it all out live on Campus Nation. Jenkins missed a shot, rebounded by McPherson.
He's got to have at least 10 rebounds tonight, I would say. How many did he have first half? Is it
5. Bogard back out to Stewart.
And Wilmington is holding the ball here a little bit.
They may just run some clock, a lot of it.
Well, let's see, East Clinton's in zone. You could make him come out of that. He could just stand right there. Make him come out of that zone.
Javen, three-pointer at the letters, no good. Rebounded by Bogard, who tried to get the tip. Rebounded by McPherson. Ball stays with Wilmington.
104-43.
4:53 left to go. Yeah, Wilmington's running clock.
And that's smart. I
They
mean,
take
that's good.
If
That's
they have
good.
a shot, you take the shot, just like that. No good by McPherson. Ball rebounded by Javen. Gives it back to McPherson. Tried to fit it to Stewart. Stolen away by Clyde Snow. Throws it up for Jenkins. That one was kicked by Worley.
East Clinton retains possession, inbounding right in front of their bench here. Yeah, we got over the back on McPherson. It's his third. Just trying to get a little too aggressive.
Here we go, working around. Brian Barnes gives it over to Jenkins. Jenkins to Clyde Snow. Nice pass to Campbell. East Clinton may run some clock here too. But Jenkins drives, gets fouled. 2 shots.
I doubt it. Yeah, I think they'll just keep trying to score.
Cameron Stewart second. Team 7th. Fans starting to file out at the nearest exits. Yes.
Oh.
Number 4, Chad Davis into the ball game for Wilmington. Second one no good as well. Pulled down by Worley. Javen brings it up. Gives it to Davis. Corner with McPherson. 4 minutes left to go in the game.
These young guys have just gotten the game for Wilmington. Yeah, they shoot it up. I understand that, you know.
Yeah. That's a jump ball. Possession error stays with Wilmington.
Yeah, because East Clinton had the ball be in half. You know what? Is that our first jump ball tonight?
That's our first jump ball this evening, Charlie. Normally we have about 10 of them.
Seems like that's girls' games too, though.
Javen, long three in the corner. Good. If they kept up that entire pace for the whole game, they may have 150.
Oh, I know.
Jenkins over to Levi Luttrell. Clyde Snow, jumper, no good. Pulled down by McPherson. Javen Cumberland. To Worley. To Davis. Davis to Goucher. McPherson, hook shot, good. He's been playing like a man possessed all game long.
Senior?
Yes. 3-pointer, got it, number 4, Campbell. Slowing the pace down. Chad
East
Davis.
Clinton still sitting in that zone. I mean,
another 3 by Cumberland. That's Javen. Clyde Snow gets fouled. By Chris Worley.
I tell you, I don't know if this is right or not, but I got Javen Cumberland for 42 points.
I can imagine.
And Jaron.
Well, we'll definitely want to make sure we get the stats to see if that's correct. That would be incredible.
We're correct. Worley's charged with his 4th. Team's 8.
I got Jaron for 36. 42 for Javen, 36 for Jaron. And I could be wrong.
Any way you look at it, the two of them together constitutes more points scored in most cases than a whole team scores.
Right.
Snow makes them both.
Well, McPherson has 15. Snow has 15.
2.5 minutes left. 112 to 48. Wilmington in the lead. Chad Davis. To Worley. Worley to Cumberland. Long 3 again. Wow, he just makes it look easy. Yeah. From downtown is right.
The announcer said from downtown. That
was about
right.
Downtown New York.
I mean, I was almost out to the volleyball line, folks.
Jenkins gets fouled.
Well, this is definitely a clinic tonight by Wilmington, and unfortunately, it's your cousins that you're doing it to. You know, it'd be different if you were bringing a team in from somewhere outside the county, but it's even harder, you know, when you're talking about East Clinton or you're talking to Clinton Massey. You know, those people obviously you see all the time.
Worley has fouled out. Coming into the game, number 5, Scott Gleback, and number 41, Matt Smith. First one good.
They're singing happy birthday to someone.
Wasn't no good?
He missed everything. He missed everything.
Jenkins hits his, no, doesn't hit the second one. Looked like it was going to go in. Tie up, jump ball, East Clinton with the basketball. Minute 55 left to go in this one. It was long over as soon as they tipped the ball off, 115 to 48. Wilmington Hurricane going to pick up their 20th win of the season. East Clinton's going to drop their 9th straight. Foul on Gleback.
$115-48. Campbell at the line.
Shooting 2.
What's this kid? A sophomore? Maybe we don't know, do we?
Junior.
Junior. Wow. First one was up and good.
Second one good as well. 1:15 to 50.
Minute 49 left. And like I said, I got Javen for 45 right now.
It's possible. Javen going up, got it. We'll find official stats out after the ball game. I'll go down and grab them.
Yeah, we'll get the official. I'm pretty close most of the time.
Shot was no good by Brian Barnes. .110 left to go. McPherson goes up, hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Brian Barnes. 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. The fat lady's about to sing.
Well, Wilmington, she already sang and she's left the building, just like Elvis. Yeah, I will say this, at least Wilmington, this last period have only scored 17 points.
Yeah.
I mean, East Clinton scored 9, so the last quarter 17-9 right now.
The two seniors are, yes, they're still all on the floor. And yes, they're still playing. But they're not scoring as many points as what they
Should
could.
timeout any time here.
McPherson and Cumberland have almost played the entire game. McPherson goes up strong and he gets fouled. I think it's been Cumberland, and McPherson scoring all day long.
Pretty much. Worley.
With appearances from Bogard, Worley, and Stewart.
Worley's got 10.
First one good.
There goes.
There we go.
Javen.
He's going to get a standing
Now they're
O.
substituting for the seniors.
Standing ovation here. And really, it looks like most of both sides of the court. Not everybody's standing, but if you're a basketball fan, whether you're an East Clinton fan or Wilmington fan, you ought to stand up for him. He just put on a heck of a show tonight.
McPherson missed a second. Ball loose. Picked up by Moskal. Gave it off to Jenkins. And there's the foul.
Foul on number
Chad
4
Davis.
for Wilmington. Who's that?
Chad Davis.
Chad Davis.
Two-shot foul for Jenkins.
East Clinton's only committed 4 fouls in the second half. Wilmington just committed their 10th. Not that means a whole lot in the great scheme of things. It's kind of an interesting thing to point out.
And McPherson going to come out to another standing O. Alex Miller coming in. McPherson had one heck of a game.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if that foul wasn't called for by the coach so that he could bring him out.
Yeah, I tell you, we're probably going to see some nets cut down tonight, aren't we?
Maybe.
Because doesn't this guarantee him the SCOL?
Yep. They may wait for Friday night to cut him down.
I do it in front of my home fans, man. If it's me.
118 to 51 is your final score on senior night. Wilmington going to 20-1. East Clinton falling to 6-14. I will go and get our final stats. What a ball game.
Somebody just threw something down on the floor from the Wilmington stands over there. Not good. Not good. Yeah, 118-51 tonight. I tell you, it was just all Cumberland's. And what a game. What a game. And the way AJ and Rick's talking, that does guarantee them, right, the SCOL championship?
That's right. Even if they would lose by some stretch of the imagination
So
to Chillicothe, who probably have played them as tough as any team this year.
I think we ought to have a little net cutting ceremony, don't you?
Well, I would think, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they'll actually do that tonight. This would guarantee the SCOL championship for the Hurricane, but whether they officially cut the nets down tonight or they wait until to cut them down at Chillicothe, and I'd see no reason to do that since
I'd say do it here. You got the home crowd.
That's right. You want it on the home floor.
Yep, we're going to have a net cutting
All
ceremony.
right, so they're going to cut the nets tonight.
Wilmington coach honoring the 3 seniors, Coach Michael Noska. What a year they've had. 20 wins, 1 loss.
Right, and needless
and
to
the
say,
1 loss by 3.
That's right, right.
Coach is honoring the 3 seniors right now.
What they put into this program is second to none. You just see how hard they play, what they look like right now, how special they really are. And as I look at Harley and Jamin, and we try to tell some of the younger kids what Wilmington basketball is all about. Last week,
Just letting the coach talk here right now.
describing the effort and the strength
Just honoring the seniors. Most of the East Clinton fans are heading toward the exit. Not all of them, but most of them. Which I don't blame them.
I would like to say something individually about all of them. I'm going to start with Harley. I'll never forget we had open gym one time. He was in 8th or 9th grade. His,
Talking about Harley McPherson right now.
Work ethic of Harley that's second to none. One thing we always say about Harley in our program, it's always an on-stage work. He comes in here, you can turn your back on him. He's going to put a ton of effort into basketball. You can tell by the way he plays. He's the type of kid that he's going to get an opportunity wherever he goes to school. He can go maybe walk on somewhere and play because he's just an absolute asset to the team. And these guys will tell you, I can't remember the day when Harley didn't work hard in practice.
Still just talking about Harley McPherson's work ethic is Coach Mike Nofska.
And as we have kids coming in and out of this program every 4 years, the one thing that I've learned is we never replace anybody. May replace some of those attributes, but we're never going to replace Harley or either one of these 2 seniors. What did you finish with tonight, Coach? 16 points and 11 rebounds. Just
16 points and 11 rebounds for Harley McPherson.
3 players tonight had a double-double for Wilmington. McPherson, 16 points, 11 rebounds. Jaron Cumberland, 36 points.
36 points, Jaron.
And 11 rebounds.
11 rebounds. Okay.
David Cumberland, 47 and 11 rebounds.
That's what I had, 47 points. Yeah, 47. All-time leading scorer, Javen Cumberland.
Just talking to college coaches during his junior and senior year, I shouldn't have had to sell him as hard as I did because he's just a throwback kid. You know, like I would say to some coaches, do you have anybody on your roster who makes 89% of their foul shots? Do you have anybody on your roster who is as smart of a player right now than anybody you have? He has taken a step up in 2 categories this year, and that is his unselfishness and his
Again,
leadership.
talking about Javen Cumberland, unselfishness and leadership. Leading point scorer for the Wilmington Hurricane, all time.
Reminds me of a guy I played with who kind of has his same attributes.
47 points tonight.
11 rebounds.
Shy and withdraw. He's going to be an outstanding coach. His basketball IQ is off the charts. You know, and these guys will tell you when we're looking at scouting reports, we're trying to teach these young guys about the game. You know, we'll stop the film and we'll say, okay, what's coming next? Of course, Jay wants to tell you right away. He's like a smart kid in class. You got to say, hey, not you, Jay, but I want some of these other guys to tell us what's going to happen. Okay. He's been all-conference player. He's been MVP of the conference his sophomore year. He's been all-district. He's going to play Division I basketball. He's going to get his school paid for basketball, which to me is the ultimate goal.
He's on a full ride to Oakland University, right?
Yes,
In
sir.
Michigan. Where's that at, Michigan?
I have no idea. It has to be close to the border because they're in the Horizon League.
Never had to talk to any of his teachers about bad grades or anything. And, you know, the only thing I tell you is when Jake never had an issue academically.
So you get to see him play against Wright State fans if you get a chance. You know, next 4 years he'll be coming to Wright State once a year.
Okay, he'll beat up on my Raiders.
High school level, we certainly want to take this step further. the way, Javen was sick tonight. And once again, trying to set the example for the younger guys.
Javen was sick tonight and only scored 47.
I know.
I think if he'd been healthy.
That's right.
He did miss a lot of threes earlier in the game. He missed probably 5 or 6 threes.
Well, maybe working up a sweat, then he
Maybe got rid of some of it.
10 and 19 for the 3.
9 threes he missed.
47
Yeah.
points, which is a new school record.
School record, 47 points.
Steals, 11 rebounds, and he hit that 3 against 100, which got a lot of people, including my kids, off my back because they've been asking for 100 all year. And I'm like, no, it's not up to me. So that was
Did 103 quarters.
right, which was incredible.
Who called that?
Stop.
next
You're
year,
gonna upset Grandpa Dave.
9 years, coach. We won't have Rollins on the team. It's been-
Come on now.
It's been a lot of fun, and
I don't do that lately. I've called several things lately.
Yeah. Well, Dave's probably doing a game tonight, so he wouldn't hear it anyway.
He's got some ligaments damage in there. He had a few options. Got the cast on for 2 weeks. He will be ready to go in time for practice. We'll be getting ready for our session.
He broke his arm.
Broke his arm.
Garrett
That is,
Scott.
Yeah, Garrett Scott.
You got to understand here, okay? When we found out that he wasn't going to practice the next 2 weeks, I think everybody here was kind of glad because that means that Garrett doesn't guard you for the next 2 weeks in practice. It probably does a little bit for my peace of mind also when Garrett's not in practice because he's always on guys for their effort. He always brings just incredible enthusiasm every day. When we played in Flying to the Hoop, this would probably summarize what Garrett is about on our team. There's a lot of Division I coaches there, and they're looking at a lot of players. And Butler's assistant coach, Terry Johnson, he saw Garrett guard the kid from Taylor County who really killed Moeller. And Garrett he annoyed you. He's the guy that's like, you hate playing against him, but you want him on your team. That's the way Garrett is. But Butler's assistant
The
coach,
score of the game was 118 to
he
51.
doesn't take
Right.
off of anybody. And I looked at him, I said, that includes me. Garrett's the type of kid, though, if you were walking down the alley and if it was 2 on 10, he'd stay right behind you. Now, you also have to understand, though, that if you're walking through the alley and it's 2 on 10, he might pick a fight for you. So, it's a good and bad. But, Garrett is an outstanding young basketball player. I know that
East Clinton's already dressed and heading home.
Ohio State thinks he's a scholarship-type athlete. I know he's got a lot of plans.
Well, I think that regardless, they certainly respect this Wilmington team. I don't think that they thought that they were pouring it on. I mean, this is senior night, so the fact that they hit 100, that's expected on a night like tonight. This is the last time these 3 seniors are going to be playing.
Well, and East Clinton really has nothing to hang their head about. I mean, because that Wilmington's done this to people all year long.
That's right.
And
It's every day.
they've done it to people all year long. And actually, to East Clinton's credit, they did put 51 on the board.
Right, that's more than they put the last time that they faced them.
Which is more than a lot of teams have put up on the board.
Absolutely, absolutely.
One last thing before we go to that side, for coming here. We think Wilmington
They're still talking about the seniors.
best basketball town in the state of Ohio. Love representing you.
By the way, I spoke with Mike Daugherty tonight,
Right.
who's running for judge, and he wanted to wish you luck with this. He says that he hopes it goes well, and if you don't know Mike, he's getting ready to run for judge here in Clinton County.
And we wish him all the luck.
Oh yeah,
And obviously, we will be seeing this team that we're looking at tonight, definitely in the tournaments. They'll probably be
Well,
the
everybody
number one
goes to the
seed.
tournament. Yeah, everybody goes to the tournament in high school as
They'll
opposed
be
to
the number
football.
one seed, I'm sure. The first game will be played. They'll get a bye the first game, and then the second game, which will be their first game of the tournament, will be at Hamilton, and they'll play a second game in Hamilton if they win their first game, and then they're off the date.
It'd be nice if we could cover those. I don't know if you're going to be able to or not.
Well, we definitely can cover the audio. As far as the video, that's a question, and part of the reason is that with video, we are only able to keep the video on our site for 2 weeks anyway, and it's hugely expensive to broadcast both the audio and the video, and you can't broadcast it live. It's delayed anyway, and then the fact that you can't keep it on your website for more than 2 weeks, that presents a problem in itself.
Well,
We'll just have to see.
audio would be fine.
And
too.
ultimately, what it'll come down to is if we can get advertiser support, if we can get support from the community that wants to see the audio and wants us to record the video as well.
Yep, audio would be fine.
We're gonna wait for a few minutes to see them start cutting the nets, and then because of the bandwidth problems and the fact that we're not live and on the air and that we're merely recording this, we're going to go ahead just as soon as we see a few cuts to the cord. That obviously the SCOL championship goes to the Wilmington Hurricane.
Yep.
Then we're going to end tonight's broadcast, but they're starting with the first cuts here. Is it the first cuts that's the deepest?
That's what Brian Adams said. Yeah. Also, just remind everybody we're getting ready to fly out of here, but my car show February 28th, March 1st, Chaz's V-Day car show out at the Roberts Center. $5 gets you in for the whole weekend, and it helps out the charity Alzheimer's
Right,
Association.
I'll be there to
of
judge the
Cincinnati.
pinup contest.
Yeah, you and actually Mike Doherty. He wanted some practice judging, so he's going to come out and
Well, that's
practice
the best
judge
time.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
AJ, did we actually go down the scores?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're going to do that while we're cutting the net.
Yeah, why
once we say so long to Charlie, I'm going to go.
I'm out of here. I will see you guys probably Friday.
Right, Friday night.
Okay, I'll see you
we will
Friday.
be at East Clinton for
All right.
the East Clinton Astros and the Clinton Massey Falcons.
Now, Saturday, is that, I know the college, is it girls or guys?
It's
girls.
And then Saturday night back at East Clinton again. I'll do at least one, maybe two of them. It just depends what my boss says.
All right, well, I know
All
who
right.
your boss is, so.
Oh, yeah. All right. I don't know if she wants to go see two basketball
I
games
get
on Valentine's
even
Day.
more charming on the weekends, so she may want to bring you out, Charlie.
Oh, okay. Oh, boy. I just hope I can get up. I've been sitting here too long. Everybody have a nice evening.
Yep. Well, we'll run down some final statistics here this evening. Clyde Snow was the leading scorer for East Clinton with 15 points. Behind him with 8 points, we had Cole Josh Moskal with 5 points. Austin Mercer with 6 points. Jesse Livingston with 5 points. Tyler Sweet. They shot 18.2% from the field in the second half, and for the entire game they shot 33.3%, 22.2% from three-point land, and 68.4% from the charity strike. Leading scorer for Wilmington, obviously 21, Javen Cumberland, 17 of 26 from the field, 10 of 19 from three-point land. He had 47 total points, 11 rebounds, a double-double for him. Also with a double-double, number 34, Jaron Cumberland, 36 points, 11 rebounds, 15 of 24 from the field, 4 of 9 from three-point land. And also with a double-double, 3 players with double-doubles this evening. Harley McPherson with 16 points, 11 rebounds. He shot 6 of 11 from the field. With 10 points tonight, we had Chris Worley, 4 players for Wilmington in double digits in scoring. They shot a total of 57.5% from the field, 48.6% from three-point land, and 60% from the free throw line. Wilmington wins the ball game 118-51, improving their record to 20-1 on the season, winning the SCOL, clinching it tonight. They have one more SCOL game on Friday against Chillicothe. East Clinton falls to 6-14. They are losers of now 9 straight ball games, unfortunately. But hopefully they'll turn around when we're there on Friday.
We'll give them good luck.
Yeah, Friday night they'll take on the Falcons of Clinton Massey at 7:15. And also on Saturday, they take on Paint Valley at 7:15, both from their gym. Those are their last 2 games of the season as Wilmington closes out their season Friday night at Chillicothe against the Cavaliers. Again, your final score this evening, Wilmington 118, East Clinton 51. You have been watching high school basketball live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. I'm AJ Ganger. Charlie Hargrave was with us this evening. Rick Phillips was over there as well, and Noel Kane on camera saying good night, ladies and gentlemen. And Rick?
Go Kane.